outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Play on first down will give 4 up to the 29. This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
They go back to Carson here on second. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers. And Gerald Everett makes a good catch there for a first down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in L.A. backing up Tyler Higbee. He's excited about his opportunity in the Pacific Northwest. Last year, 41 catches, a career high.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it different.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be caught to Wayne Eskridge. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On 1st down, it's Carson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings, 0.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On play action, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins steps away. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try.
29-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Rodgers. And this will go to Carson out wide. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Carson. Shreds the tackle and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run with Carson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
At the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Rodgers now to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Vikings 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They go play action. Cousins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Cousins on first down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Give to Cook out of the gun. Fights loose. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 5 yards.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Switch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 44, Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
1st down, Seahawks.
Here's Rodgers. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
The kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Cousins to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Yo. Watch the slant.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Carson again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Cousins. Open man here is Conklin.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. I'm here. Lucky 48. Through. Shoot.
They'll throw again. Cousins. There goes a deep ball. End zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, Vikings 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They run again with Carson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Vikings 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Cousins now to throw on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Cousins.
Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he finds Penny. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24.
41. Vikings 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation.